Is it right for a married woman to ask other men for money when things becomes difficult in their home? Is it right for a married woman to ask ex-boyfriend for money when things are genuinely difficult? First of all, you have to understand that when a woman is married, society tells them to disengage from their ex. Okay? That means even as a man, if you were the one who paid the school fees of that woman, trained her to school, immediately she gets married, even if she marries the president of a country, she should not have any interaction with you, who is the ex, who paid her school fees. Makes me think that most times when you do so much for a woman, it might just be waste if you don't marry her. The only time you can gain from your investment in a woman is when you marry her. If somebody else marries her, everything that you spent on that woman is waste, because society demands that she doesn't contact the ex. She cannot have any dealings with the ex. I've seen pastors who say, oh, block your ex. Do not have anything to do with your ex. Because they don't trust the dynamics that would occur between the woman and the ex. So if she ends up being broke when she gets married, is she expected to go to that same ex and ask for money? No, because she's not supposed to be dealing with her ex. But this is the caveat here. The caveat here is this. I would say there's nothing wrong in going to your ex if things are generally hard, but you have to seek permission from your husband. Your husband should be aware, or tell your husband to call the ex. Now, if you cannot seek permission from your husband, you cannot discuss with your husband about an issue, even if you're going to be the one calling the ex for money. Then do not consider that. Because the truth of the matter is, a lot of times men know that when they spend money on a woman, most times those money go to waste. If you spend money on a man, on a friend or a guy you see on the street, you make him a millionaire, for example, there's a high likelihood that man will not forget. And the man will come back one day. The day things become difficult for you as a man, you can go to that guy that you helped and he will help you. But if you spend so much money on a woman, give her all the things, train her to school, do everything, and you do not end up marrying her, she then goes to marry somebody who then becomes a president. She was only able to have access to marrying a president because of what you did, because of the schooling that you provided for her. That means you were able to fund her schooling, give her societal status, and then she was able to find herself in the circle of someone who then went on to marry a president, isn't it? And she's told, do not have anything to do with your ex. So even when you get broke as a man, and you see your ex, who has now become the wife of the president, you as a man, you cannot go to her and say, please help me. Because society, husbands, forbids that the woman stays in touch with the ex. So yeah, can you see that most times, if you do not marry a woman and you spend so much money, the money comes to waste. Your money comes to waste. So does that mean that as a man, when you're in a relationship, do you have to spend excessively? You have to be cautious, because listen, whatever you're doing, your money will be wasted if you do not marry that woman, or if that woman leaves you. So it's either you will end up leaving her, or even when she leaves you, your money goes to waste. So you definitely need to be cautious. But the other side to this is that if a woman does a lot for a man, maybe even spends money and schools the man, many times men do not forget. Even when the man is married and that woman walks up to him and says, "Can you help me? I'm in difficulty." That man most times will respond. So doing so much for a man might end up not being a waste after all. Yeah, you might cry if he leaves you now. You might get hurt if he walks away now. But that does not always mean that you may not need his help tomorrow. And the likelihood, if he's in a better place, that he would help you is higher than helping a woman. So should a woman go to their ex for money or any other men for money? I think society forbids that. Morality, I don't know if morality forbids that, because most times so many men will want to take advantage of the woman when she comes for help, because they know that, many men know that whatever help they're going to offer the woman is going to be to waste. It's going to be just help anyway. But unless the person is godly and and just sees this opportunity, unless the person is godly and just say, well, let me just help this person. Many men will say, well, especially if the person is still in love, or if the person kind of still have some kind of admiration for the person will say, well, this is an opportunity for me to do. And so sometimes the devil speaks to men to take advantage of women in that situation. And so if you do that, the likelihood that the man will take advantage of you is there. But it also means that you as yourself setting yourself for disaster, because before you're doing that, in your mind, you're thinking, what am I going to offer in exchange for this gesture that this man is offering me? Because if you don't have anything to offer, you will become indebted. Because when it comes to friendship, there has to be some kind of mutuality. When you're even if you're just ordinary friend, if I'm giving you, there has to be something I'm offering. It might not be true, it might not be money, it might be something just to make it equilibrium. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't have that, then you start thinking, what am I going to offer? So that's where temptation leads in. So when you go to your ex and ask your ex for money, or other men for money, you are opening yourself to temptation. And this is the reason why a lot of times you see that women, they end up cheating